Good morning, everyone. It's me, Leigh, with Victorian Dreams by Leigh, and I am drinking my coffee. And I wanted to show you a couple of ideas that I'm working on and give you some inspiration and just make a couple of videos of what I'm working on. So, the first one are these. This is called a sketchbook, and this is called a photo album, I think. I got them from Daiso over a year ago. They were $1. How much does Daiso cost? $1.50 back then? And I haven't been to Daiso in over a year. I'm kind of not allowed to go in there because if I go into Daiso, I spend $100. And I'm like, oh my lord. On $1.50 items. So that tells you 50 items or more comes. But wanted to show you. So this was $1.50. It's a sketchbook. And what I'm going to do with this is pixie dust files, and I'm gonna have to go buy some more of these. Hold on. Let me tell them I'm making a video because I got a FaceTime. Hey, I'll have to call you right back. I'm making a video. I hope you and Dad are safe. Bye.
Okay.
Oh, that was my daughter. So this is a sketchbook, and the papers are pretty thin. But once you add another sheet of paper on it, it gets thicker. Then when you glue that, and then, I mean, it's thin. You can even see the writing through it. Then if you add another sheet on it, it's going to get thicker. Okay, so I'm not worried about the thinness. I have a question to ask you. So what I'm going to do is, on the same of both of them, I have taken scrap paper and I've glued it on these sheets. And every time I get scrap paper, then after putting the scrap paper on, this is a little bit heavier, but it does get really heavy after you glue paper on it. Then I'm going to take little embellishments and lace, and just instead of having pieces of scrap paper that I never use, I'm going to make a little embellishment journal. And of course I'm going to cover this. I'm going to cover this in fabric. I usually don't use rings, but you know, for the price. And then, so here is the scrap papers from Pixie Dust Files. And so all I did was measure and glue. And you can see some of it's a solid piece and some of it's got lines on it. I don't know if it shows up. It's 2 sheets of paper right here. So that's what I'm going to do. And then all the fussy cutting stuff, I'll add the fussy cutting onto this. The good thing about this is if it gets too thick, because I don't like an alligator mouth where it's open like that. I like it to lay a little bit flat. This isn't so bad, but I don't want to have a book like that. You can tear these out and use them for something else or whatever, so at least it won't be an alligator mouth. So that's my thought process. I don't know what I was going to do when I bought this. The question I have, I'm going to do it with the large size too, so that I can really embellish it, put pockets. This one may not have as much pockets as this one may not, but this one I'm going to put pockets, and if it gets too thick I can rip pages out. Okay, so I printed on both sides, so I'm going to use these for sure. Okay, my question that I need help with. If I glue this one sheet of paper, should I add another sheet down here or lace and embellish it here? Or I've asked my husband to, I have a cutting machine, but I should probably do it. I don't know why I asked him. I asked him because of this metal, to cut the metal, but I can do that too. I don't know why I asked him, but he's going to do it for me. I'm going to cut it a hair smaller than the 8.5 by 11 because I don't want to add, I want it to be full. I mean, I can always add all my embellishments and lace and trinkets, but I don't want to deal with this. So I'm going to just go ahead, and this allows me, the way it's made, see, it's got a bubble right here, but it's going to be material. I think I'm going to put padding and material on it. But see, I'm going to cut this off right here where it's ringed together. I haven't ever done that before. And so would you cut it, all these sheets, and have it the 8.5 by 11 that I want in my head, or would you keep this and just add? And that's what I'm working on there. And I have something else I'm going to show you that I'm working on. I've got, this is 2 different kind of projects because, you know. And then this, I really like the idea. You know how every month last year I showed you free images. So this is tags for tags and free images. I think most of this is from Yolanda. I'll have to give you her link down below, but all these are free images. And I showed you once a month last year links of free images. So I have it divided already into things, and I'm going to make a junk journal by only free images you can find on Facebook or Cup of Coffee, I think it is, or whatever. Or it's mostly Facebook, and then they give you a link. Most of these are Yolanda's, and I don't know her actual other handle, but her first name. This is, and I have to trim it, this is from Boho Love, and it's a book, and I love, it goes this way, I love that it looks like a book once you score it. And so what I tried to do is take the Boho Love, there's 2 different ones, and then add this. This is either Yolanda, Boho Love, or Artsy May. So here is the first book, and here is the images that are for free that I got. And see, there's a line page, and it's a writing journal, and I want it to be for writing. They're not all going to be writing. What I do is I'll flip pages around so that it's not all just lines going one way. So, and then if you notice, there's the images. Okay, so then the second journal is this one from Boho Love. I still need to trim. I haven't even started, but it's a book. So I fell in love with that, and then I found something that would kind of coordinate with the colors. And this is Yolanda's. And so here is this one. And then here are the images that I am working with. And see how this matches that real well. I think they go together. And here is that again. So I'm trying to coordinate the lighter colors. Whoops, the lighter colors went with this one. And I did slimline because it's going to be 2 different size papers. It's going to be folded over this way or this way. I'm not sure yet. I think one's going to be a slimliner size, and one is going to be the other one. So one's going to be regular junk journal, and one's going to be a slimline, even though it looks like books. So that, and then this one goes with that one. This one goes with that one, and then the free images. And then you can also tell that the tags, she made tags, and this is on heavy cardstock. This is the tags that match the papers that she had already made. And so yeah, that's what I'm going to do. That one goes with that one and that one. And then you saw the little girl images that I just stuck back here that will go in these. So if you're thinking, I want to make junk journals, and everyone has all these images, there's so much free images out there. I mean, if you go to Facebook and put in free images, there is tons and tons of groups, and they give you everything you want. The only thing that I have found about those groups, the AI groups, is they're like square 8x8 papers, and I like 8.5 by 11 size. So you have to just sample, print, and see how that works out. So guys, that is my projects that I'm working on, and tell me what you think, what you would do. Hopefully I gave you inspiration. This is going to drive me crazy until I cut it, because once I think about it, I want it done right then. no patience, no patience. But I've learned that a week from now I'll still be waiting on, should I cut it or should I wait on someone else to help me cut it? I don't know why I'm afraid to cut it. I think it's the wiring. I don't know. I'm very good at crafting in my own head, but I still struggle. All right, guys, I hope that this gave you inspiration, and I have other stuff to show you another day. Have a blessed day.